house is my obsession. And now you are too. Who am I? It might not frighten you yet, but it will.
Thank you for this gift. I mean, honestly, this is like my favorite genre. I love something that's a thriller based in a true story, but then you give us the dream cast of all time of these fierce female powerhouse performers. I mean, this is one of the greatest collections of female stars I've seen in quite some time. I mean, what a thrill.
Yeah, we had some good company. Yeah, I mean, I was thrilled to work with Jen, having just come off watching White Lotus, and absolutely, you know, delighting in that. She just gave a killer performance. And then also Mia and Margot, just wall to wall, great.
I do want to say, because I'm glad you brought that up, though. It is kind of cool when you're sitting in these director chairs, sitting in these chairs on a set, and it is Naomi Watts who's at the helm of this thing, and then you've got Margot Martindale, and you've got Mia Farrow and Noma. I mean,
yes.
I mean, it is. I mean, I have to say, my mind was pretty blown looking around at everyone around me, going like, "Wow." I feel it was one of those little victory moments where you're like, I would never have thought, how cool.
I have to say, Rachel, when I found out who the rest of the cast was, I was like, shut up.
Right?
Shut up. I'm like, what?
Every time I go over it in my head, I land on somebody else.
We could have been friends.
I got my eye on you.
How much fun was it playing these like wacky, fun, suspicious neighbors? I mean, those characters are so rich.
So it was a joy and blast, and it was fun to try to figure out really who they were, and you could come from so many different angles because we really didn't know which angle we should be coming from.
I did ask Margot if she was the watcher. She goes, I don't know. And I thought, is she telling the truth?
I said, I think you're the watcher.
Yeah.
I mean, whether it's The Shining or Poltergeist or, the iconic Rosemary's Baby, what is it about setting the story in a house that makes it an especially frightful film?
Well, that's interesting. I guess that's because of where you live. It's where you live.
Your sanctuary.
Yeah.
If you're lucky enough to have a house, you feel ownership and you expect to feel comfort, the hearth, the home. And then when things go wrong, your whole world shifts, right? And the funny thing about making Rosemary's Baby wasn't scary at all. I'm like, really? Were you scared? Because of course, playing.
Oh, it's terrifying.
I thought I was the only scared one.
I will never stop watching.
Something's about to happen.
The whole world knows what's going on at your house.
And you realize, God, this happened to people for real. And then when the other letters start coming, I would be out of there.
Me too.
Out of there.
Yeah.
Because I'm not staying around. I mean, yeah, where would you go? I would go and live with my mother. It's fine. I can live with my mother again. We'll have to deal with that. Because that for me is terrifying. It's terrifying, darling.
I don't think you're in danger. This is just a prank.
It's not a prank. You need to sell. Do.
Jennifer, you're going to need, after this, real estate transaction from the Watcher, you need a vacation to the White Lotus, right?
I do. I will. Yes. I will need it. No, it's so funny because, that trailer that we did, on a whim, I did with Ryan, we were sort of messing around and just improvising that stuff. And I had so many people text me. They were friends. Of course, they have my number. And they were texting me going what, are you doing real estate too? And, they didn't get that it had to do with the show.
Hi, I'm Karen Calhoun from Darren Dunn Realty. This is 657 Boulevard, and this is my listing.
They all thought I was, acting and real estate on the side, and who knows? But I thought at first they were joking, but everyone thought I was trying to make extra money.
Yeah, the house was really a whole other character in the show. And because it was such a dream home. There's something that they'd imagined and talked about and worked towards for years, and finally they get it into their clutches, and then suddenly to discover that it's not as comfy and cozy and dreamlike as they imagined it. It's very disconcerting, and I guess what becomes really compelling is this story is that it could be anybody's story.
Hopeless needed.